This Wednesday is International Waffle Day, a celebration for waffle lovers everywhere, but particularly here in France, where les gaufres, as they're known, are a particular fan favorite. We're going to focus on one very special kind of waffle that's not big and puffy like the ones you might find in Belgium. These come from the northern French town of Lille and the bakery Meert. And to talk more about the famous Meert waffle, I'm joined on the set by Meert's International Development Director, Gregori Pillegand. Gregori, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So before we get into Meert's specific delicious waffles, tell us a bit more about just les gaufres in general. What's the history of waffles? Where did they start?
Well, nobody really knows when the first waffle was ever made. In the case of Meert, it was Jacques Meert, who was, I would say, a visionary traveler who was inspired by his search for rare teas and spices, who really sublimated them by deciding to fill them with Madagascar Bourbon vanilla. So this is the Meert gaufre that was created in 1849.
And how is the Meert waffle different from a more traditional, puffier one?
Well, unlike Brussels or Liège waffle that are kind of crunchy, ours is a brioche kind of dough that is hand-filled delicately with a variety of flavors.
Now, I actually was lucky enough to go to the Meert pastry shop up in Lille with Florence Villeminot for our show, French Connections. We actually had a pastry chef there who taught us how to make a Meert waffle. Let's just take a look.
There's no real secrets. You just need a waffle iron to be very, very hot. It needs to cook right away. You take the waffle dough and pull it so it fits the waffle prints.
It's hot.
Then you close the waffle iron.
Ooh.
Then it sings.
It's singing!
You have to let it sing.
It was very fun learning about the waffles that sing. That report there was from the shop up in Lille. And Meert has a very long history with the city of Lille as well. Tell us about that.
Well, yes, Meert exists since 1607. So it's kind of traveling over time to really understand Meert. Meert is very special to us, not only because it's very old, it's became an institution over time. We are set in a registered historical building and architectural jewel, if I may say so, that really reflects our search for excellence and beauty. Meert is of course very special. It's very different from those traditional waffles. Today we are present in Lille, of course. Those are our roots. In France, we then moved to Paris in trying to develop the business, and we actually believe we are now ready for a global expansion. It's always a challenge, as you know, to duplicate the business. And moving from an institution such as Meert to create something that is duplicable is a hard task. So this is what we have done when we opened our latest shop in Paris, trying to create a model that reflects our DNA, that respects that legacy that we have. And we are now set for further expansion.
Which countries are you focusing on around the world?
Well, we have several options. We are lucky to have prospects coming to us. And of course, we carry that legacy, so we have to be very cautious and find partners that understand who we are and that share our values. We are looking into Asia, and if everything goes in line with the plan, I would say, we should open in Asia by the end of the year. As we speak, we're also talking to robust partners in the US, in the Middle East, although it's not the right time, I would say, but also in Europe.
How has the Meert waffle evolved over the centuries? I mean, you mentioned it all started with the Bourbon vanilla one. What other flavors are there now?
Well, we have quite a wide range with a permanent collection ranging from vanilla to pistachio to speculoos, that is a typical North France biscuit. And then we have limited seasonal editions in summer, such as the raspberry that is here, citrus as well in summer, and then in winter we have chestnut, rum raisin, And the idea is to have a range of flavors to please every palate.
And Meert being a traditional pastry shop, not just waffles, I see you brought an Easter egg as well.
Yes, we have several know-hows that are expressed through different products. Chocolates, those are langue de chat. We have fine teas, and we have all our range of waffles. And of course, for Easter, we will have Easter eggs.
Wonderful. Well, Easter is around the corner. Gregori Pillegand, thank you so much for coming in and telling us about the Meert waffle on this International Waffle Day.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget, if you want to get a closer look at this entrepreneur or any of the others that we've done for you over the past weeks and months, you can always check out our website. That's France24.com. And that wraps it up for this Entre Nous.